and let me know what time you want to leave tonight. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. What the heck?
Taking a medium-sized brush in a gray toned contour color and sweeping under my cheekbones, jaw, neck, and forehead. I'm sweeping a mauve blush on my cheeks in an upwards motion. With the small angled brush, I am contouring my nose with the same contour color. To give my nose a more button-like appearance, I'm drawing a thin line and angling it into an upside-down triangle on the tip of my nose. Then I'm blending that in with my sponge. I'm taking a cream highlighter on my sponge and applying it on the high points of my cheekbones to create a heightening illusion. With a fan brush, I'm taking a gold undertoned highlighter and applying it to the tops of my cheekbones so that they pop even more, because you can never have too much highlighter. With a small pointy brush, I'm swiping the highlighter horizontally across the tip of my nose. I'm then taking my sponge and blending out the highlights. My eyelids are already primed and set, so I'm taking a light, warm-toned brown and applying it into my crease, blending upwards to create a gradient effect. In order to prevent my foundation from getting ruined from the shadow fallout, I'm taking a translucent powder and packing it under my eyes with a dry beauty sponge. With a dark maroonish brown color, I'm taking a small round tip brush and sweeping it directly in my crease. Taking my fluffy crease brush, I am blending all of the colors with sweeping motion. With an even smaller brush, I'm taking a deep plum color into my crease. I'm taking a concealer and roughly applying it on my lid under the plum color to create a quick cut crease. With a flat shadow brush, I'm packing a shimmery copper eyeshadow onto my lid. And I'm going in with the plum color again and going over it to bring back its definition. With my fluffy crease brush, I'm going in again and blending everything upwards. With a thin liquid liner, I'm drawing a simple wing. Then I'm taking a gold sparkly liquid liner and placing that on top of the plum color in my crease. And then I'm applying some long flared false lashes and blending them with my natural lashes using upward sweeping motions with my mascara wand and my finger. Now with a small dense stipple brush, I am brushing away the translucent powder and then applying the same shadows that I used on my lid and crease, except for the plum one, to my lower lash line to balance the eye out. Then I'm just applying mascara to my lower lashes and lining my waterline with a white liner to make my eyes appear more open and more awake. For my lips, I'm taking a plum liner and lightly lining and filling in my lips. I'm applying a little bit of a light mauve liquid lipstick and then blending it out with my fingers. You can also do this with a dark plum lipstick, which you saw in the intro clips. And then I'm going ahead and setting my face with the setting spray. For the special effects portion, I'm taking a brownish pink cream color and brushing it into splotches on my neck, chest, and face. After, I am stippling a reddish cream blush over the splotches with the textured sponge. This is starting to create dimension and irritation for the burns. Then, with a red lipstick and a thin detailing brush, I am drawing squiggly lines and circles and then blending them out to create more irritation and the look of the fleshier parts of the burns. With a thin brush and a yellow cream, I'm drawing different size circles inside the irritated area and blending them out to create more dimension and make the burn look more realistic. With a 2-part plain gelatin, 2-part water, and 1-part glycerin mixture that I microwave for 10 seconds, I'm taking a flat spatula tool and dripping and swirling in the areas where I created irritated burn marks. This part can be tricky because the gelatin cools pretty quickly and needs to be heated up often. I'm just messing with each area of the gelatin mixture until I get the desired burn mark that I want. If the edges start to lift off a little, just take some liquid latex and apply it around the gelatin so that it lays flat. Once all of the gelatin and latex is dry, take a powder puff and a translucent powder and pat it on each burn area to mattify them. With a small, precise brush, I'm taking a brownish red cream and placing it in the holy parts of the burn area. This adds more depth and color to the burn. Then I'm going in with the red lipstick again and applying it more sloppily around the brownish red color to create a more bloody effect. Then, in the places that I want to have the most depth, I'm taking a black cream and applying it with a small brush. I didn't show it on camera, but I also took the tiny detailing brush and mixed the black with a muted green color and drew some veins coming from the burns. Then, after applying patches of liquid latex near the burn areas, I'm taking small pieces of a broken Tupperware container and attaching them to look like a shattered crystal ball. It takes a little bit for the latex to dry, so I recommend using a blow dryer to speed up the process. With a fan brush, I'm taking a black shadow and blending it on the outside of the burns to create a charred look. I'm dripping blood from the places with the black cream in the burns and around the crystal shards using my spatula tool again. Then, to create a more splattered look, I'm stippling out the blood slightly with a textured sponge. I decided to create an area of burned blisters, so I'm taking some latex and patting it on. While that dries, I'm spraying myself with a water glycerin mixture to make the burns and blood drips appear more fresh. Then, with a small brush, I'm adding a little bit of Vaseline to various areas of the burns to add to the fresh look. With a small round tip eyeshadow brush and the copper shadow, I'm dragging the eyeshadows down. With the gold glitter eyeliner, I'm drawing upside down triangles down from my eyes. Since the latex is now dry, I'm going in and picking at it to make it look like blisters, and then I'm shading around it with black cream and black shadow. Then I'm coloring in the inside of the blisters with a dark red cream and placing blood on top of it. I googled some fortune teller symbols and I'm drawing them up the center of my neck. You can just be really creative with this part and do whatever you feel like. I decided to draw a simple eye on my forehead. With a medium brown eyeshadow, I'm adding more dimension to the shapes by drawing shadowed lines under them. With the blue cream shadow, I'm coloring in little parts of the shapes and also above the eye on my forehead and then blending that out. Then, taking my black liquid liner, I'm outlining the shapes to make them pop even more. Next, I'm dripping blood from the eye using the same technique that I used before. I'm adding false lashes to the eye to make it appear to be popping out more and give it more dimension.